Hello everybody and welcome, Rich here, and in today's video we're looking at the two new gadgets coming in Operation Ember Rise. So Ubisoft invited me to a capture session for this new season, and I've got to say I had a lot of fun getting hands on with these two new operators and playing on the new reworked map of Kanal. I've also uploaded some videos earlier on today regarding the loadouts for both of the two new operators and also the new seasonal weapon skins and uniforms for this Operation Ember Rise. So if you do want to go and check those out, there will be a link in the description down below. But for now, let's get into these details of these two new gadgets, starting off with the new attacking operator Amaru. So I'm sure you are all aware by now that her new gadget is called the Garra hook and is a grappling hook that can be used to propel you through a window or through a hatch. And as you can see in the bottom of the screen there, she has the ability to do this 4 times, and it does have a small recharge time in between uses. Now, first of all, demonstrated here on the new map Kanal, you can see that you can actually rappel up to roofs, so it's not just through hatches and windows, but you do have to be within a certain distance, and it also has to be on that kind of sweet spot. If it's not quite in the right position, as you saw there, it will come up red, letting you know that you can't grapple onto that specific point there. Next up, I wanted to see what kind of distance we could actually get with this new Garra hook, and as you can see on this new window here for the new linking section on the map Kanal, it looks like you can go up to 15 meters. Anything over that, then you cannot grapple. It is basically too far for it. And as you can see here, if you are too far away, you'll get no indication from the gadget whatsoever that you can actually activate it onto a certain window or ledge. But once you are within 15 meters of a certain window or hatch or ledge that you want to rappel up to, it's a simple case of clicking the fire button and away you go. And again, as you can see there, this attacking operator goes through the window feet first, and interestingly, the gadget does actually break the window for you. You don't have to pre-shoot it out. However, that is not the case with hatches, as I will show you shortly, but she goes through the window feet first, and there is quite a bit of a delay when she's actually landed through the window until you can get your weapon back out again, obviously leaving you very vulnerable. But like I say, this gadget is extremely fun to use, and I can see it having its massive advantage on certain scenarios. So I mentioned there about hatches, you have to destroy the hatch first. Unlike a window, this Garra hook will actually destroy the window for you. This is not the case with a hatch. As you can see, this hatch has not been reinforced, but it is still intact, and the Garra hook simply won't attach to it. What you have to do first is destroy this hatch with either a weapon or a grenade, whatever you've got in your arsenal, and then the Garra hook will actually deploy onto this hatch and you'll be able to rappel yourself through. Now again, if there's something obstructing you on one side of that hatch, as you saw there, it won't actually give you the prompt to attach the Garra hook. You have to find, again, the right side of the hatch, the sweet spot as it were, before you can attach and rappel right the way through this hatch. Interestingly, with this gadget, it doesn't look like it takes height in consideration. It is literally just a beeline distance of 15 meters. As you can see, I'm right down the bottom of here in Kanal, and I can actually rappel right to the very top of this roof above the old servers room, which does actually feel like quite a big distance, although as the crow flies, it is only 15 meters. Here we've just got a brief small clip I wanted to show you in a third person aspect of this new attacking operator going through a hatch, and you can see here good friend Rogue 9 is the new operator Amaru, and as he destroys the hatch and then grapples through it, does actually go through quite fast. But like I say, once you reach the top of that hatch, you are vulnerable for a couple of seconds. So if you've got something like flashbangs to put in there before you actually go through, that would definitely assist you. So that is basically, like I say, the new attacking gadget, the Garra hook. Do let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section. Again, as always, really interested to hear your guys' opinions on these. But now let's take a look at the defensive operator Goyo and his Vulcan shield. So as you can see, this is basically the deployable shield which is now coming into the build with Operation Ember Rise, but this time it has the ability to attach a gas can onto these shields. Now of course, this new operator Goyo is the only one who has these shields, and he actually has 3 of them in his arsenal. I was actually quite surprised at that. I assumed there was only going to be 2, but I do think 3 may possibly be a bit of an overkill. I don't know. When the test server comes out and people have started playing with it, I guess we'll get a good feedback from it then. But he does actually have 3 of these shields, as you can see, and they are deployable anywhere where you would put a normal deployable shield. One of the good things about these is that from an attacker's point of view, unless they're actually looking at the shield from behind, it's almost basically impossible to tell from the front if this is a normal deployable shield or if in fact it is one of the Vulcan shields, making the attackers more wary about approaching shields, because if indeed they are shot at or damaged by the attackers, then they are going to be in a world of fire. They do also seem to deploy pretty quickly in my opinion. I'm not sure exactly on the timings on how it compares to a normal deployable shield, but I think that does look pretty quick as far as deployable shields go. Now these shields are obviously designed as a area denial point, and as you can see here, these can be detonated simply from a defender's point of view by shooting it with whatever weapon you have, whether that be a main or a secondary pistol, something like that. Any kind of bullet damage straight into the gas can will immediately set this on fire, and as you can see, the fire is absolutely humongous. People were first of all assuming it was going to be similar to a Capital's bolt, but it's in fact a lot bigger than that, and I do believe it does more damage than Capital as well, and it does put down an enemy pretty quickly. Again, I'm not entirely sure of the damage per tick. I'm sure all of that information will be released before long, but like I say, it definitely is a very quick process of putting someone down. This can also be set off with impact grenades, as you can see there, and of course anything from the attacker's point of view, so an ash breaching charge, in fact also including Sledge. If he destroys one of these Vulcan shields, it will trigger the gas can and then disperse this fire everywhere. Now because this is obviously just a gas can, there's nothing electrical involved in these Vulcan shields. Something like a Twitch drone or Thatcher's EMPs are going to have absolutely no effect on these shields whatsoever. It does have to be something physical like an impact frag, Sledge, ash breaching charges or weapons, something like that physically has to damage this shield for it to set the fire off. And like I say, while this is great from a defensive point of view to have that area denial, what you've also got to bear in mind is that if the attackers destroy this shield and the defender is nearby, the defender is also going to take a lot of damage from that fire unless you get the hell out of there quickly. So you do have to be very careful of that from a defensive point of view, that if these attackers do destroy the shield, then you are going to need to get the hell out of dodge, because if not, you're going up in flames. Anyway, that is the 2 new gadgets explained. Hopefully you have a little better understanding of how these 2 new gadgets work. I will leave some gameplay going off in the background, just showing these new operators off a little bit on this new map Kanal. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for watching everybody. I do as always appreciate your time, and until next time, goodbye.
One op 4 remaining. Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated. Bomb's location and defuse it.
Swapping mags.
Drop the diffuser. Last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.